guys have no idea how excited I am this morning. I have waited way too long for this one, but 18 years. After riding my very first roller coaster, I am finally back at Cedar Point.
Hey everybody, ejector airtime from the future cutting in here. So the wind was really strong that morning and it made it really difficult to hear what I was saying in this next section of the video. So I'll just tell you right now. I tell a quick backstory about how I was surprised with a trip here way back in 2005 when I was only 12. I rode Blue Streak, which was my first ever roller coaster, and then I also rode Iron Dragon and Cedar Creek Mine Ride while I was there. Unfortunately, a really heavy rain came in, forcing us to leave the park early, and I did not get to ride anything else. And having not been back since, you can imagine how excited I was that day. But anyway, you probably don't care about what I had to say here, so I'll continue with the video.
It has been way too long. There are a lot of good credits I missed out on. I missed out on the original Dragster, and I missed out on Wicked Twister, missed out on like Mantis and Mean Streak and stuff that probably weren't as great, but still missed out on credits nonetheless. But it doesn't matter. A lot has changed. I'm finally back, and I am so excited to finally get all these other credits. Today I actually get to hit another milestone. We're going to make Millennium Force my 75th coaster credit today. This is going to be a good day. So first ride of the morning was Millennium Force, my 75th coaster credit. Woo! And wow, I tend to get kind of anxious on lift hills, but get to the top of that one and that thing's incredible. And unlike over at Kings Island where it felt like looking up at Orion and Diamondback, they look like they're the same height. Millennium Force on the other hand, you look up at this thing and that actually looks like it's above 300 feet. It looks pretty intimidating. It looks menacing from the ground. So what an experience and what a way to start the day here. This is going to be awesome. Just one very sad thing. No dragster. Oh well. A lot of other credits to get. It's going to be a good day. Well, hello there, Mean Streak. It's been a minute. You are looking amazing since the last time I saw you.
Say again? Chicago.
Oh my gosh. So I just took my first ride on Steel Vengeance. I can't even fully comprehend what I just did at this point. If the dictionary ever posts the definition of ejector airtime, they need to just put a picture of this coaster next to it. Not even put a picture of this coaster next to the definition of ejector airtime. Just put the name Steel Vengeance underneath it. Holy cow. First half was something, but then following the mid-course, you dive into the structure and you can't even comprehend where you are, where you're going, which direction you are. Just one crazy moment right after the other. All these great head choppers. It's worth the hype, and you know, I'm not saying it because I'm bandwagoning it, but just like everyone else, I mean, I will agree. This is incredible. This is my new number one for sure. That was amazing. Great coaster. Now, I need to sit down and regather myself before I do anything else at this point. So I just got off Gemini. That thing is a lot of fun. What did you think of it, Arcade Matt?
I think that gets a shebang there. This is a classic ride, but it's amazing. It's like, especially if you sit near the back, it's one of the few that you actually get that butterfly in your stomach feeling. For such an old ride, it's amazing.
Right? Yeah.
Unless you get trimmed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, red train got trimmed a couple of times. Blue train won, which I didn't expect. Yeah, if you're not following Arcade Matt, go follow him. His videos are fun to watch.
You better follow this guy right here. He's amazing. He knew me on the ride. Like, that's crazy. So.
That was not expected. That was an unexpected thing. So awesome.
Drop a sub on this channel as well, Goobers.
Yeah, awesome meeting you, man.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Stop mocking me! Time to ride a legendary coaster. The first shot spotted in the Coaster Wars, Magnum Excel 200. And there's only one proper way to do it. Part 1, row.
So our fantastic morning at Cedar Point just about came to a grinding halt when I realized a little too late that I had accidentally left my phone in the locker over by Valraven. And so they have movable lockers around, so you can rent a locker, end the rental, and then go to another ride that has lockers, and you can keep using it and you don't have to pay it again. We ended the rental, and then I went back to my bag and realized, oh shoot, I left my phone behind. So we had to call somebody from guest services to come help us, and they were really great about it. They had to spell out a form just in case it wasn't there. They popped it open for me, and it was hidden right on like the side in the corner of the locker. So that explains why we didn't see it. So big woo there. Okay.
You're dumb, dude.
Yeah, I am. I know. It's one of my best qualities, you know? But yeah. But apart from that, though, this has been a fantastic day so far. It's only like 1 o'clock, and we've hit
almost everything already.
Almost everything. Thank you, Fastlane Plus. What an amazing thing to have. And also we should, at this point in the video, we should address the elephant in the room. Where's Thomas? So the fact is, he was so drained after the whole. After how busy yesterday was, he slept till almost 1 o'clock. So
I'm surprised I woke up.
Yeah, no kidding. So I think we're gonna go ride Raptor next, and then we have Gatekeeper, we have Rougarou, and the Wild Mouse, and then that's all of them. So talk about efficient. This park is amazing.
A little delay waiting for Raptor. Somebody got sick on it. I swear it wasn't me.
Look, he finally woke up from his nap. So we were about to go over and ride the new. Wild Mouse coaster here at Cedar Point. It has an hour-long standby wait and no fast lane, which just makes absolutely zero sense considering it's a brand new ride. It's going to have a long line regardless. That just, I don't know, that doesn't make much sense to me. So skipping out on 1 credit today just because I'm, at least for the time being. Maybe it'll shorten down later, but I am not waiting an hour for that small of a coaster. No way.
got vertigo watching it. Imagine that. Imagine the flips and you're just staring at the ground. Yeah. I like heights. I don't like falls. Nope, I'm good. I'm good.
The bench that Charles Trippy and Nick Porter sat in saying never to go to the subway at Cedar Point has been replaced with a new one. It's gone. And also, the subway that was at Cedar Point is now gone too. You know, one of the main things that I have learned about Cedar Point in all my years of like watching videos about this park and learning about it and researching it has long been how outstanding the operations are here. Like they're always just boom, 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 one train right after another. They fill it, they send it off, another train's running while they're still doing that. And there's one coaster today that should have absolutely stellar ops that did not at all. And that was, of all coasters, Millennium Force. I don't know what's going on with Millennium Force's ops today, but there were times where we sat there for quite a length of time, just waiting, just wondering. Like we probably could have walked to Steel Vengeance, ridden it twice, and come back. And some of the times that it took them just to send 2 trains around. I don't know what is going on with that today.
Not to mention Fastlane guy let 50 or 60 people ahead of us before he left Fastlane.
That was an interesting one. And also earlier when we tried to ride it again, they started having problems with one train. They stopped to take it off, and they still were having trouble with the ops just with even 2 trains. It took a decent length of time. Usually, you know, when one train is empty, you should be sending the other train over to the station as it leaves. But they were not doing that. Train would leave the station, and then it would take like another 5 minutes for the other train to leave the unload station. So I don't know what the deal there was. But just about everywhere else has been pretty good. Just about everywhere else has been pretty solid.
One train is gone since this video. That's it.
That's kind of ridiculous. And we're already we've walked from the tunnel all the way over to the first turnaround, and only one train's gone by. That might be something that needs some work. So maybe
we're not walking at a hurried pace either.
Nope. So we're gonna try and end the day with Maverick and Steel Vengeance, and then maybe if there's time at the end of the day, then we'll consider coming back here. But for now, this is just
Sad.
Absolute trash. And in a park that's notorious for sending them out in less than a minute most of the time. So an important little PSA about going to Cedar Point. If you're gonna ride the front row on Maverick, or any coaster for that matter, and you ride the front row, make sure you close your mouth, because otherwise you're gonna get a nice mouthful of protein. And by protein I mean bugs. We just got to sign front row on Maverick, and oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That was delicious, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so many.
I don't need dinner now.
So many bugs, so many bugs. Well, it has been a very long and tiring day, but a fun day nonetheless here at Cedar Point. Just getting to come back here has been incredibly exciting. So, hot take today, everything here, most of the rides seem to run the operations pretty good. By the afternoon, for some reason, just Millennium Force, I don't know if it's the ride or if it was the ops, but it was very, very slow. And for a coaster that's that big and that popular, it should not be taking 5-minute increments to get a train out, because that's ridiculous. And
15 minutes for 3 trains.
Sounds about right. And Wild Mouse, the brand new coaster, not even having any type of fast lane. For such a low capacity coaster, I just don't think that's a very smart move. But other than all of that, I had a blast. Every coaster here is incredible, and I would absolutely come back here and ride these again. Just about every coaster in this park has the potential of being just about every coaster in this park has the potential of being a top-tier standout coaster at basically any other major park out there, because this park has just so many elite rides. Some are more interesting and more exciting than others. There's a couple that are a little bit painful, like Magnum,
Anyone
but
looking red?
Magnum was still a blast though. And yeah, food options here are pretty good. So this has been an amazing trip, and I definitely hope to get back here again sometime. Hopefully, I'd love to come back here next year if I can, so I can get the new dragster credit. That would be an amazing time. So that's going to do it for this trip. Until then, thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you subscribe to Ejector Airtime in the future so that you can see our upcoming content.